You know, there's a lot of characters that have been underrated and, really, when you look at them, could have had a lot of potential had been given the chance. There's one character in particular that I want to talk about. In fact, I want to talk about this character because I was watching her on Netflix, if you will, recently. And let's just say she's an addition to a successful franchise, but it's more in the fact that she's a lost addition, if you will. A lost addition. And what I'm talking about is, what I'm talking about and who I'm talking about is someone that, in a way, kind of has a bit of a fan base, has a cult following in some ways. And no, I'm not talking about Princess Sally Acorn from the Sonic series, no. No, I'm talking about another female from a series which, like I said, never really got the appreciation she deserved. And to me, this character had a lot of potential if they had given this character a chance and really expanded on this character. And I'm talking about this character here. Nepe Chi, otherwise known to many fans as Venus de Milo from the Ninja Turtle franchise. Now Venus, believe it or not, the original creators, I don't know if it's Peter or Kevin, one of them doesn't want to even acknowledge her existence. But yet, according to some sources, they have seen information about her on some of the official Ninja Turtle sites. Which is kind of ironic if the creators don't want to acknowledge her existence. Anyway, Venus was created for the series Ninja Turtles The Next Mutation. Now, Ninja Turtles The Next Mutation apparently takes place, I guess, sort of after the animated series in some way. The original animated series. Just a guess. I'm not really sure. Takes place somewhat in the animated series, maybe somewhat after the original animated series, sort of with a combination of the live action series, of the live action movies, but more importantly, I'm guessing more of the animated series wise. So anyway, that's where, she came in. That's where she debuted. Now, Venus, again, to me, is a character that had a lot of potential. Now, a lot of people always questioned at first, and they still question to this day, why was she created? Well, Ninja Turtles The Next Mutation was created by the same people that created Power Rangers, Saban and Levi. You see, Fox had basically bought the rights to doing a Ninja Turtle series for the franchise, and instead of doing a traditional animated series, if you will, they decided to do a live action series. Because one of the potential plans, as we all saw if you were a Power Ranger in Space fan, was to cross them over with the Power Rangers. And that's what they did. Now, some fans, believe it or not, have actually praised the idea of Ninja Turtles The Next Mutation, and some have not. Some feel the same way as one of the creators, if not both. They feel as though it shouldn't have been made, and the character of Venus shouldn't have been made. But here's why I believe Venus was made. And I think it's an obvious reason, according to if many people look at it. You see, in Ninja Turtles The Next Mutation, we never saw any evidence of April. We never saw any evidence of Casey Jones. But mostly we didn't see no April. So Venus was brought in to fill that slot. Now, it could probably be assumed, if you want to look at it from a story arc-wise and franchise story arc-wise, that April and Casey were on their honeymoon, now living on their own, doing their own thing. Okay, that would make some sense. But again, there was no April. Now, also around this time, it had been almost about, I'm guessing, a couple of years, maybe 2 years, since the Archie Comics version of Ninja Turtles had ended. And there was a character in the Archie Comics version of Ninja Turtles that a lot of fans liked. In fact, this character lasted from the last page of issue 28 all the way up to, I believe issue 71 or 72. And that's a long time when you think about it. That's about 2 years. I mean, if you think about it, 68 into 28 is 40 or whatever. And then you add, 3 or 4 more issues. So that's about 43 to 44 issues that this character is in. And this character has become quite popular that a lot of fans wish he would have stuck around. As a matter of fact, a lot of fans wish this character would have been added in the animated series. As a matter of fact, a lot of fans thought she was going to be added in the later parts of the original animated series, but never was, and that is Ninjara. And that is also why I believe Venus de Milo was created. Whoever, obviously, Saban and Levi, and probably along with either Eastman or Laird, one of them anyway, probably looked at the fact that, hey, you have to have a female character to attract a female audience or a young girl audience. And they probably heard that, the April had done that. April, as well as a few one-shot variety characters. April and Irma, and like I say, a few one-shot variety characters have done that. Like Mona Lisa. And they probably heard that the more popular out of them all, not just along with April, but by herself, was Ninjara, Yumiko. So they probably figured, okay, Yumiko Ninjara was created by somebody else, but licensed by Mirage Studios and Kevin and Peter to be used in the series. Okay. But they pretty much figured, well, we don't want to have to license. They pretty much figured, well, we don't want to have to go through all that and license her again. Let's do something else. And everybody apparently, and obviously they probably had heard that a lot of fans, especially female fans, have been wanting to have a girl turtle. Now, they probably got the idea, believe it or not, from a one-shot side comic in one of the Ninja Turtle specials, Ninja Turtle 48-page specials from Archie Comics. They probably got the idea from one of those stories where April got turned into a turtle. They probably got it from there. I'm not really sure. I'm just saying. But again, besides that, getting the idea from possibly that side story in a 48-page special from Archie Comics, possibly, I'm not really sure. And along with the fact that they probably didn't want to go through all the legal issues to license, in licensing, so they can use a character like Ninjara Yumiko. And obviously, they probably couldn't find no human counterparts to be a human actress to be April. They decided, you know what? Let's give the fans what they've also been craving, a female turtle, and that's what they did. Sure, they gave her some powers and all that, but you know what? Gave her the powers of Shinobi and stuff like that. But you know what? It's better than nothing. And you know what? And the thing is, folks, to this day, like I said, there's a fan base out there for her that feel she has a lot of potential, or would have had a lot of potential to work with, had been given the chance, but she was never given that chance. And again, I know it's because one of the original creators, if not both, don't want to acknowledge her existence, not even maybe Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation's existence. But again, like I said, the reason she was created was due to many facts, in my opinion. One, they couldn't get an actress to play April. Two, they obviously couldn't license or didn't want to license, the use of the Ninjaru Yumiko character. And three, they obviously got the idea from that short one-shot story where April was temporarily turned into a turtle by Archie Comics. So, that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Just my opinion. But again, Venus de Milo had so much potential, Nepechi, if you will, had so much potential that they could have gone further with this character. They could have expanded her into the new franchise. They could have added, and here's the thing about not just Venus, but the Next Mutation. It had a lot of potential. But like I said, apparently the original creators don't want no acknowledgement of it, because when they did Turtles Forever and you saw all those pictures from all the different dimensions or different versions of the Ninja Turtles, I don't think you once saw the Saban one. You didn't see that. So you didn't see no picture or evidence of that up there. So I know, as much as they don't want to acknowledge them, the thing is they can't avoid the fact that people know they exist. They know the series exists, and they know Venus exists. I mean, you go to a site like DeviantArt, or you go to a Ninja Turtle fan site, or wherever, or an official fan site, or official site, and there's sections for fan fiction or fan art and whatever, message boards and comment boards, and there are people that talk about her. And they all basically say the same thing, that she had potential. She could have done more. They could have done more with the character. They could have really built on her a lot more. Now, I'm not sure, because I didn't get to see the entire series, I'm not sure if she does fall in love with one of the turtles. I don't know if she falls in love with Leo or Mike or whoever. Because that was always basically like a subplot, I guess, if you could say, of the series, that one of the turtles, mostly Mikey, was trying to get her attention. You know what I'm saying? So, again, though, Venus to me had a lot of potential that could have really been worked on if they had decided to expand on the character and given the character a chance. So, but that's just me. That's just my thoughts on it. What do you think? Do you think I'm right? Do you think Venus de Milo, Nape Chief, and Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation could have really been more expanded on as part of the Ninja Turtle universe and franchise? Do you think they really could have delved more into the character and made her more than what she is? And do you agree with me that she was brought in to kind of not replace, but be the answer to the fact that you had no April? To be the answer to possibly Ninjaru Yumiko? And do you think her creation was inspired by that one-shot story by Archie Comics where April got turned into a turtle? Do you agree with all that? And again, do you agree with me that she could have had potential had they built on that potential and made her into something more? Tell me what you guys think, and I'll talk to you later.